Just for clarification, yeah, I know time is running late. We all have a lot of questions. If you want to ask a specific person a question, that will help speed up. Okay. We have so many questions. We would like to end this thing at 10:30. We're going to end this thing at 10:30 because people are tired and stuff. But we hope that even as you're leaving or whatever, you continue this dialogue with people you know. You can contact these people. My name is Tabitha Burdick. This is Leona Sims. You can contact us. We'd love to put you in touch with whoever you want to talk to. So we're going to end at 10:30, and please keep talking.
Okay, my name is Fernando Salcedo, and it's obviously, I look like I'm African American. I'm actually a Latin American. I'm from the country of Panama, and I share a culture and a heritage with absolutely no one on this campus. Is that the workers from Panama? I've never seen you. I've never seen him. I was beginning to think that was a man.
I met the Vice President of Panama.
Yeah, and my question is, because obviously this is an issue that is affecting students on this campus. Personally, from my own opinion, coming onto Biola's campus and seeing the Jesus Mural and hearing what it represented was something that impacted me in a positive way. And I know that that's not something that happens with all people. For myself personally, it's something that was positive. But my question that raises up is that I'm hearing that we're saying that it's something that it hurts people, but yet I would venture to say that, because even going through some of the papers written by some of our professors, one of the issues that they raise up is saying that the point of taking down the Jesus Mural, I view would have a much more negative impact than what you guys are trying to push for the fact that it would show that what we're trying to say is that this is one culture's idea, but since there's another culture who doesn't accept it, we want to get rid of it. And, well, I'm not saying that's what you guys are trying to say, but what I'm saying is that if someone on the outside who didn't necessarily sit through this discussion, did not hear your opinions, they would say that you're trying to reject my culture, although me personally, I am not rejecting your culture and your point of view. And one of the things that stirs up to me is that, do you believe that, because like there was a suggestion of putting up more murals, and yes, I understand that for someone who is a minority, if I would walk by and see that Biola put up a Panamanian Jesus, I wouldn't say, oh look, they want to accept my culture. But I know that in itself could be seen as offensive as well. But what I would venture to say is, would you, because we all agree that what it stands for is something we agree with. Would you agree more with the fact of Biola specifying what the Jesus Mural actually represents, rather than just having it there for people to walk by and just say, oh, that's what Biola assumes Jesus looks like?
Are you asking a specific question?
Sure, yeah.
It doesn't have to be us responding if you want to make a statement.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not. To me, the mural does not. To me, the mural represents the antithesis of the New Testament. To me, to me, when I look at that Jesus, it scares me. First of all, his eyes follow me. If you look at the posture that he's standing in, the way he's looking down and holding that book, right, he's smacking it and saying, this to me is the antithesis of what the New Testament is to me, which is living beyond it. We're not living And to me,
And Jesus coming back from the
I don't
clouds,
feel
shining
it's
like the sun on
depicting
fire with
representation
eyeballs of
of
fire.
You know, I don't think this is an image of Jesus that Biola should stand. But I think when people come into the school and they see this picture of Jesus, especially unbelievers, because we have to think about that too. I mean, they're coming in, they're seeing this Jesus standing ready to smack them, you know what I mean? And that's what I see. That's what I see every day when I go get my waffles.
I'd like to make a comment that really fast. Just the idea, you know, we keep getting back to what do we need to do? Do we need to tear it down? Do we need to do this? I just want to say, again, you know, we say the purpose here is not to tear it down, but the purpose is to understand what it represents to people. So that's the bigger issue that we're dealing with.
Sorry, was that your question answered? Sorry.
The meat of the question is, would it be better for Biola to specify that this is a man's interpretation of what Jesus looks like, rather than...
That's very explicit. Like, everyone knows that's someone's interpretation of Jesus. Now, the interpretation is known that this is a depiction of Jesus, but it's not so much like Leon said at the beginning. It's not about the interpretation, it's about the impact that it has.
I had a quick question actually. I was just wondering if we were going to kind of just explore some other aspects of this besides the racial aspect. And everything that's been said has been great, and I've been really getting another point of view, and I really appreciate it. I was just wondering if there's some other aspects we might explore about this mural.
There's definitely other aspects to explore, which is kind of like what we presented at the beginning. Like there's like numerous ways of coming at it.
We're just focusing on this.
Just the burden on many of our hearts with this is not being exposed, and a lot of people are easily ready to address the other areas, but not this one. There's definitely other areas, and I've definitely heard the scary piece. That's real. But I think that this is not easily ready for someone to approach and let's talk about this. We have to say, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So we can definitely check on other parts.
That's just pretty much all we've been talking about tonight. So I was just wondering.
That was more the purpose.
So that was the basic point.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we addressed the other areas, but we want to say, let's talk about this.
Cool.
I need to work on it for the
I'm an art major also, and I'm actually just going to go off of what he was talking about. Off of another kind of aspect of, for me, the whole point, so Jesus to each one of us is so personal and such a sacred being, and to each one of us, we all see Jesus so differently. So my concern is when we paint him on a building, you know, a huge mural of Jesus, we're telling, at least as a Biola community, like this is how we see Jesus. And we're such a diverse community. There's so many different people here with so many different struggles who have come from so much. Who are we to kind of represent to everyone in this community and for people that come in from outside? Like, this is how we see Jesus, because we all see him so differently, and he's so sacred and holy. And I don't feel like that. I kind of want to raise the subject of, you guys are talking about racial and semantics as far as, you know, hair length, but the issue at hand is, I mean, Jesus is divinely sacred, and we all love him so deeply. Like, how can we put him on a wall and say, this is how we see him?
I agree with you, and I think it's just fantastic, and I'm all for no depictions of Jesus.
Yes.
I love Muslims, and they have a right to no depictions of God, so yeah, you know, it's fine, you know, I'm there with you. Yeah, but go ahead.
We're not going to have, we just want to go through the line before we get, so we're not at the panel.
I guess, like, I know that she just addressed the semantics of it, or the way it looks. I know that it's something that has been, I guess, an issue. But I feel like in this discussion, as culturally sensitive or as ethnically sensitive as we're attempting to be, we aren't really being ethnically sensitive, because we have things categorized in Hispanic, white, black, and Asian, in which Caucasian is from India all the way through Europe, in which there's a wide diversity. And if you study